morning. Morning, Ali. Morning, Sue. Morning, Arlene. Yeah, I got 3 profile pictures right first off. Who's this just joined? Morning, 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 morning. Another beautiful day in paradise. How lucky are we? Hi, Jan. Yeah, I know. Morning, Valerie. Hi, Sue. You haven't said sunny London. Is it sunny London? Don't even know if I want to know, actually. Hi, Joe. Hi, Mike. Ah, lovely, lovely people checking in today on this glorious day. So I'm not gonna complain about the weather anymore during this lockdown. Complaining is over. I'm boring myself. Morning, Brenda. Sleep well. Hey, Claire. So we've got sisters on board today. Yay! Claire and Claire. Good morning. So, what did we do yesterday? Hamstrings and quads. How did you get on yesterday? Yeah, don't mention the not, Claire. It's a beautiful day. It's another day. It's a day closer to freedom. Oh, Stu, stop it. Like, the UK's just had gorgeous weather the whole time. It's bizarre, isn't it? Just bizarre. Morning, Sarah. Okay, so how are your quads feeling today? Quads stretch yesterday. So maybe you're a bit like, oh, like elastic legs going on yesterday. Again, you're going to need a strap. You might not need it. There's some of you that may not need it, but I'm guessing that most of you probably will. So yeah, the lovely Jane Potter, I'm not sure she's on yet, uses a man's tie. So if you haven't got a yoga strap, I mean this isn't even a proper yoga strap because I took the buckle thing off the end because I didn't like it. So this is just a soft belt, dressing gown belt, man's tie. You don't want something that stretches, so you want something that's going to be like nice and firm. And some of you might also need a cushion or a blanket that you can fold up as well. So, because today we're going to be doing a bit of binding, so this is where we take the hands behind the back and you try and grasp one wrist with the opposite hand. Not quite as simple as this. You're going, yeah, I can do that. I need a strap. Yeah, let's wait and see. So, for that we're going to need some flexibility in the shoulders, so we're going to need to warm up through the shoulders. And also a couple of things where we're going to need some opening through the hips. Good morning, Sarah Hogans. I haven't seen you online for a while, have I? Where have you been? Or you just not said hello to me? Good morning, Ruth. Okay, that's 2 minutes. So we're going to start on the feet. We're going to do some warming up with the neck and the shoulders. We're going to do some modification of our sun salutations just to open up through the hips a little bit more. And then I've got, I think, like 5 postures for us to get through today. Hopefully connection is okay today. So let's hope you can stay with it. There's a little message popped up here, just let me swipe off. And remember, if you're seeing comments coming up on your screen and you're actually practicing the yoga with me, just swipe those comments off. I think if you swipe them to the right, then your comments go, morning Frida. So then you've got a clear screen then, so you don't see everybody dropping in and saying hi and everything, so which is lovely for me. I keep comments on because I like to see who's coming in. But okay, so we're on the feet. We're just going to start doing some nice neck rolls. So I've got the feet nice and wide. Just want to feel stability into the floor. I'm just going to drop the chin down to the chest, and we're going to roll it right side and left side. Pull half circle rolls. Just roll the chin, shoulder, shoulder. Don't go too fast. It's nice and slow. Notice how the neck feels. If there's any tension, really feeling stretch down the left side of my neck. Over to the right. I'm really feeling this pull here. I am desperate for a massage. Like, oh, when you can't have one, it's like, I really need a massage. So just nice rolls. Anybody else sound like a popcorn party going off in their neck and the shoulders? Mine sounds really, more like brown, rustly brown paper. Okay. And then let's just hold the chin to the right shoulder so it's tucked down towards the right collarbone. So let the head be heavy and just feel this stretch here down the left side of the neck. Let those shoulders relax down. Bring it to the centre, so rolling across the chest to the centre, chin tucked into the chest. If any of you are still working from home and you're kind of hunched up over a laptop or desktop half of the day, then really good to just release the neck and the shoulders. And chin over to the left collarbone. Just feeling this little stretch down the right side. I'm really missing having you in a room with me. I can see what's going on. And chin to chest. And lifting the chin up centre. And James, come on. And big circles in the shoulders. So just really get those shoulders up to the ears, back and down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, bring the shoulders forward, up, back and down, big circles, big squeeze in the shoulders. Always feels good today. And reverse it, take it the other way, back, up, forward and down. Big circles. Oh, feeling that. Okay, and release, taking the hands forward, palms together. I'm going to inhale to open. It's going to get some heat into the shoulders. Exhale, close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Start connecting with your breath now. So that inhale, open the chest. That exhale, close it up. Inhaling, exhaling. Few. How's connection today? Watching and not doing, and give me some thumbs up. Okay, cool. Shoulders getting warmer, maybe. Okay, let's interlock the fingers, bring them to the heart. Inhale, stretch them up to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, lift. So I'm lifting from my waist, ribs, shoulders, heart to sky. Exhale back. One more time. Inhaling, lift. Exhale back, step those feet a little bit closer, hip distance apart. Inhaling down, out and up. Exhaling to the floor, bend those knees, push the bum away, hands towards the floor. Halfway up, shoulders back, spine is long. All the way over. And all the way up, pulling the belly, reach out the arms, reach up to the sky. And exhale back to the heart. Inhale, down, out and up, big circle. Exhale to the floor. Halfway up, shoulders back, spine is long. Hamstrings are feeling a bit looser after yesterday's class. All the way up. Or maybe overwork them and they're feeling all tight and crampy. Last one, inhale, down. Exhale to the floor. Halfway up, spine is long, shoulders back, all the way over, and all the way to the top. Exhale back to the heart. If you're not there already, let's come and step to the top of your mat, short edge of your mat. Move into our sun salutation. So a little change with our sun sals today, just so we can open up through the hips a little bit more. So hands together, we start off the same. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, soften those knees, reach to the sky, lift the heart. Exhale, down to the floor, soft knees, hands to the floor. Right leg, big step to the back of your mat, knee comes down, spine is long. So we're exactly the same up to here. Just feeling this stretch, quads, hips. Remember, take that knee as far back as it will go. Just watching the alarm to that front knee. Step back into plank. So tuck those back toes, lift the knee, step the left foot back into plank. Shoulders over wrists, and then we're going to drop the knees wide as the mat. Big toes stay together. Bring your bum to your heel. So just going to start warming up through the groin, the front of the hips. I'm going to take a couple of breaths here. So really lengthen, make this an active pose. If your tailbone is being drawn back behind you, the top of your head's being drawn forward. And then come back onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift the bum, lengthen the spine, shoulders spreading across the back. Right foot going to step any way we can, all the way to the top. The foot comes just inside that right hand. Left knee comes to the floor, and we extend and lift. Couple of breaths. Remember, I always take these first round and slow, just to be there in the posture, just to feel it. Tuck the back toe under, lift the knee, step it forward and fold forward. So soft knees, lengthening down those legs. Inhale, push into the feet, pull in the belly, lift all the way to the sky. Exhale, down to the sides. Nice. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhaling, fold into the floor. Left leg steps back. Knee is down, spine is long. And right leg steps back to plank. Knees drop wide as the mat, bum to heels. Stretch it out. Remember, don't force through any resistance in the knees. If your bum doesn't come down to your feet, it doesn't matter. Just be careful of your knees. Really get that nice length in the spine. Up onto the hands and knees, tuck the toes, lift the bum down. Left leg to step to the top of your mat, right knee to the floor. Should feel nice opening through the front of the hips. Tuck the toes, lift the knee, step it forward. Keep the chest towards the thighs, fold nice and deep. Inhale, push down into the floor with the feet all the way to the top. Remember, your belly is always zipping up, hands down. Inhale, palms together. Exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg stepping back. Knee comes down, spine is long. Left leg stepping back to plank. Knees drop wide. So the hands haven't moved. So since placing the hands on the floor, I've not moved them. They stay exactly where they land when we first fold forward. Come back onto the hands, tuck the toes, lift the bum down the dog. Right leg stepping forward, left knee to the floor. And left leg stepping forward, fold forward. Inhaling all the way to the top. Exhaling, hands to the sides. Last one. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Left leg step back, knees down, crown of the head lifts. Right leg steps back to plank. Knees drop wide, bum to heels. And tuck the toes, lift the bum, downward dog. Remember, get that length through the spine, lift those hips high, and then drop those heels towards the floor, keeping the height of those hips. Left leg to step forward, right knee down. And right foot to join the left. Forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands down. Oh, hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer. Maybe the heart's going a little bit. Here we've got Anita, Kate, Kay, hi. What's Kay say? Connection problems. Okay, hopefully you're all still with me. Right, okay, we're going to take our belt or our strap. Just going to keep it around the neck for a while. And so it's handy. I'm going to take a big step out. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Your feet are nice and wide. Right toes are going to turn out to the edge of the mat, the short edge of the mat. So right toes turn out 90 degrees. Those left toes are going to turn in slightly, so that left heel is pushing away. So you've got your toes, your right toes facing the short edge of the mat. Those left toes are in on an angle. You're going to lift up from the waist, lift that rib cage up, and then rotate your rib cage to the long edge of your mat. So your rib cage is rotating to the left, ribs, chest and shoulders coming forward. Shoulders staying over the hips. We're going to start off in a warrior two stance. So we're going to bend that right knee. So we're going to bend through the right knee. Now you might need to adjust your feet. So if you haven't stepped far enough, this is going to happen, and we don't want to do this with the knee. So you might need to step a little bit wider. I'm going to lower the hips and notice that right knee's rolling in. So you're going to want to roll open that right knee. I'm going to take the hands out to the side, and then we're going to start to reach to the right. Now please don't look to your right, because what will happen if you look, your body will turn to the right. Where your eyes go, your body wants to follow. So we're looking straight ahead, and we're just going to reach to the right. Imagine you're trying to bring the right side of your rib cage down onto your thigh. You're going to reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach any further, place the right elbow there on the thigh, left hand on the hip. Okay. Now, if you have a block or a cushion, then you can take a block inside your leg. I'm going to reach over here and get my block to show you. So you can take a block here and you can reach here, and you can use this elbow then to press open this knee. I'm going to come a little bit more into shot. Okay. What we don't want is for the chest to roll down to the floor. So we're still rotating through the waist, through the ribs, and we're here. If you can reach the floor, you're going to start to take this shoulder in the inside of that knee. So you're really pushing the shoulder in the inside of the knee. I'm going to take this right hand underneath the thigh and reach up towards the bum. And this left hand, reach to the sky and round the back, and you might be able to reach that left wrist. Now I'm going to turn around to show you this from the back. This is my right leg, might not be a mirror image for you now. So I'm going to take my strap in my left hand. Reach this right arm underneath the thigh. This left arm is going to go around the back, and I'm going to drop this strap down. See if I can take hold of it in the right hand. See if I've got hold of it both hands. I'm going to start to walk towards each other. They may not reach. They may not reach. If they do, you're taking hold of your left wrist with your right hand, and you're rolling that chest up towards the sky. Few breaths. Please be careful of your shoulders. Don't overextend those shoulders. Release the hands. Press into those feet. Push yourself up. Oh, bring those feet forward. I'm going to take them the opposite way. Turn back round. Was that tough? I really felt it in my hip today. It was really tough in the hips. Probably a little bit more warming up through the hips is needed for this, so please work carefully. So, got hold of my strap in my right hand now. Left toes are turning towards the short edge of your mat. Right toes are turning in. The ribs, chest and shoulders facing forward. I'm going to bend that left knee. Bend, 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 bend. Then we're going to start to reach. Left rib cage coming down towards the left thigh. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Left elbow on the thigh. This might be where you're going to stay today. You might be here and you might just reach this right arm around the back and see if you can take hold of the back of your pants, or maybe, can you see that hand lower? Maybe you can take hold of the inside of your thigh. This might be where we're staying today. Just getting this rotation in the waist and this flexibility in the shoulder. Remember, please don't overextend this shoulder. You want this rotation to come through the body, not just the arm. So we can drop it down the back, reach here. Might be where you want to stay. Or, I'm going to take hold of my strap. I'm going to drop this left shoulder down. Reach this left hand underneath the thighs. If I'm going to try and touch my bum. Right hand is going to drop down behind. I'm going to take hold of this strap. And I'm going to draw those hands together. And take hold. Right wrist in the left hand. And then you're going to use this shoulder to open up that knee. Lift your chest. Rotate to the sky. This is a tough one. This is a tough one. Remember to breathe. Nice, long, smooth breaths. Few breaths. Release the hands. Come up back onto the thigh. Push into the feet. All the way up to the top. Toes are forward. Arms are down. Heel toe those feet together. And bring it together. That was hard one, wasn't it? Drop me a little message later, drop in the comments if you found that one really challenging, if it was the shoulders or the hips. Okay, facing the short edge of your mat. Little flow, inhale to the sky, exhale to the floor, inhale halfway up, exhale all the way over. We're going to step those feet back to come down onto the knees, bum to heels, and then we're going to bring those legs in front. We are done with standing. It's like, oh my God, that's a killer. So, legs are straight out in front. We're going to take Paschimottanasana. So, Paschimottanasana translates as stretch of the west side of the body. So that's the whole of the back of the body. So you know we do our sun salutations towards the sun. The sun rises in the east, so that's the front of the body. So the back of the body is the west. Paschimottanasana is the stretch of the west side of the body. So that's the whole of the back of the body. So we want to start in our Dandasana pose, which is our staff pose. Remember, tight hamstrings, tight hip flexors, tighten the lower back. If you're sat like this, please bring yourself up on a cushion or a block underneath your bum. Lengthen the lower back. Just move that flesh from the cheeks of the bum back a little bit so you can feel those sit bones onto the floor. This is where we're going to start. Now we're going to have your strap. I'm going to pop it over the feet. So when you place your strap over your feet, you don't want it on the instep of the foot. You want it high. You want it in the ball of the foot. This is going to control the toes then. So you're pulling your toes back towards you. So just on the ball of the foot. You're going to take hold and lengthen the back. Shoulders drop down. Pelvic floor is up. Spine is long. Belly is in. I'm still breathing. You might feel a stretch right here. We're sitting up straight. We've got this strap that's helping us so we don't start to slump down. You're going to pull on that strap as if you're trying to pull your chest between your arms, as if you're pushing your spine towards the front of your body. So spine comes towards the sternum, shoulders drop down and back. And then if you feel like you can go a little bit further, you can start to wrap that strap around the hands. See how the body's moved further forward, but I'm not rounding, not pulling like this. Lengthen, lift up from the crown of your head. And then, if it still feels okay, you can start to bend the elbows. Just a little bit, just a little bit. So yes, I can reach my feet, I can get my head down to my knees, but that's not the intention I want today. I want to really feel this length of the back and the back of the legs. I can let everything go and see the different shape of the spine, or I can keep it long, pushing the belly button, the sternum towards the thighs, a little bit more, use that strap, take a bit of tension. A few breaths, remember to move with your breath. Deep breath in, lengthens you, energizes. Your exhale allows you to soften and draw a little bit closer towards the thighs. Next inhale, pelvic floor is lifting, belly is in, it should have been in all of the time, come all of the way up and take this strap out to the side. Going to bend this right knee. So I have a space between the foot and the thigh, so I'm not bringing this foot right up to the thigh, it's out a little bit, at least as distance so you can get your fist in between the thigh and the foot. Okay? But the heel is as close as possible towards that sit bone. Now remember, if you're using a cushion or your towel, please do use it. Please pop it under the bum there, bring it up a little bit higher. I mean, this feels so much easier for me already, it's much more accessible. So, I'm not going to use it, I'm going to be brave. So we want to use this left hand to push down into the floor on the left side, so you can lengthen. See, when you push down into the hand, you almost want to lift off the floor. Your right arm reaches up to the sky. And then you're going to fold forward from your hip joint and reach towards that right foot. Reach, 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 reach. So this right shoulder drops down to the inside of the knee, inside of the thigh. And we're reaching. And then here is your bind. If you can, if your shoulder is all the way down here, you're going to be able to turn that hand out to the right so your palm is facing away from your mat. We're going to wrap it round, palm comes to the sky, and you might be able to take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. I know that most of you won't be at this position just yet. So here's where your strap is going to come in handy. You're going to take your strap on the floor behind you. Okay? So it goes both sides. We've reached down. Now flip. Put your hand on the floor. Your right hand is palm down. Bend your elbows so your fingertips come on the floor. And then the back of your hand, so your fingertips are pointing now towards the back of your mat. And you're going to slide the back of your hand down the mat until you reach your strap. It's there somewhere. Where's it gone? Placed it too far away. Till you reach your strap. So I've got hold of my strap here. Then you're going to take the strap in the left hand. So I've got hold of the strap, both hands here. And I'm going to start to walk those fingers down the strap towards each other. Reach, 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 reach. Fingertips are there, wrist is there. Please don't feel that you need to be at this place right now. This is quite a tricky posture. It requires a lot of flexibility and technique. This drop down, if you're here, there is no way you're going to get that arm behind because that elbow joint is trapped. So it might be that you're just going to fall forward. A few breaths. And we don't want to bring head to knee. Again, we're thinking of chin to shin. Pull in the belly, pelvic floor up, release those hands, release your strap if you've got it, and release that right leg down to the floor. Left foot comes in. I know it's tricky today, isn't it? I've given you lots of tricky postures today, but it's day 30. So I thought we should be doing something new and something different. Maybe tomorrow I'll bring it back down a little bit. We can do some more of the traditional postures, the more accessible ones, yeah? Next time tomorrow. So left foot is in. Remember this space. If you don't have a space between your foot, you've got space to drop your shoulder. It's really awkward to get the shoulder in. So you've got space between the foot and the thigh. Right hand is going to press down into the floor so we can lift ourselves up. Left hand to the side. Fold in from the hips. We reach towards the foot. We reach, reach, reach. This is important. This length that we've got is important. How low we drop the shoulders is important. We reach. Your reach might be here, and that's okay. We're going to stay here and fold forward. If we can get down there, that left hand is going to come all the way back. Now, if you're not used to this wrapping, you've kind of got this hand in a knot, palm to the floor, fingertips to the floor, back of the hand to the floor. Just slide that back of the hand till you touch your strap. Take hold of it in the right hand and then start to walk in. So if I turn behind here, straps here, that's going to walk, 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 walk. And see how this arm gets closer? It hugs this left shin, this left knee in towards the body, into the shoulder. Maybe you can take hold. Chin comes forward. Maybe you have hold of the strap here. Wherever you are is good for you today. You're working within your own comfortable limits, and you might be somewhere you've never been before in your body. So just breathe and be there. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the head, the chest, release the hands, release the leg. Ah. So, I thought we didn't have much on today, and I planned this class out and thought, okay, there's not much, it gives us more time to really work into these postures. But actually, we've got quite a bit on today. So, again, you might need your cushion. I know some of you are going to need your cushion here. Left leg, we're going to cross it underneath the right hip. So I'm sat on this left heel right now. This left heel is underneath my right bum cheek, and the left knee is facing forward. So we don't want that knee out to the side there. It's facing forward. So, Jane, I know knees don't like this, so if doing this action is really causing pain around your knee, please just keep this leg out straight, okay? So those of us who are here, you're going to bring this right foot over the left. So if this left leg is out straight, it's going to look like this right now, and you're going to hug it. Okay? If we're here, you're going to come onto the outside of this right foot, so your little toe side of the foot is down towards the floor. Again, please watch this knee. If it doesn't like this, we don't do it. We just keep the foot here on the floor. Okay, it comes to the outside. I'm going to draw it in and back. This is the distance between my knees, and really about this top knee as close as I can to the bottom knee. So I'm going to, this is a little technique I found. I'm going to roll forward, press down onto the back of the hands, make fist, press down, lift the bum and squeeze those thighs together, like really cross those legs high and squeeze together. And you're going to walk this left foot a bit further away. See if you can take your bum down to the floor. If your bum doesn't reach the floor, stay on that left heel. You're going to take your cushion under your right bum cheek, so the hips are level. So what we don't want is to kind of be all like this, yeah? So we're going to take that cushion wherever we need it, under the left bum cheek there, so our hips stay level. Now, your knees might not be as close, your knees might be up here, that's fine. This has taken me a long, long time to have my knees like this, and they're not even really in that perfect picture yoga pose. Remember, this is not perfect, otherwise it'd be called yoga perfect and not yoga practice. But we are where we are. Really feeling this in this right hip. So the right hip, the outside of the right thigh. Lengthen the spine. Again, here is where you might need your strap. So you're going to take your right arm up your back. Shall I turn around so you can see? You're going to swivel, swivel, swivel around. So your right arm is coming up your back towards the shoulder blades, and your left arm comes straight up to the sky. Going to bend through that elbow, and you might be able to reach those fingertips. If not, this is where your strap is going to come in handy. You're going to take your strap in your right hand, in your left hand, the top hand, and we're going to drop it down the back and catch it with the right hand. So we might be here. And then again, same as we did before, you're going to walk those fingers closer, closer, closer down the strap. Maybe we stay here. Maybe think, oh my word, I can just feel my fingertips. It's going to work here. But again, remember, please be careful of the shoulders. It's a big shoulder stretch we've been doing. Yeah, so we'll open up the front of this right shoulder. We're stretching down the tricep underneath here on the left side. What you don't want is your chin towards your chest. Keep that arm away from the side of the head or the back of the head, so that upper arm is level with the ear. You don't want it behind the head, you don't want the chin to be forward. We're reaching long. You feel it in the hips? If you want to take it a little bit further, deep breath in and fold forward. Remember, we don't crease the belly up, you don't want to lose your belly button. Press the spine towards the front of the body, belly, rib cage, chest towards that thigh. Whoa, feel it in the hip. And inhale, come all the way up. Release the hands. Yowza. Release that right leg. I know people who have practiced yoga for a long time who can get into this position who still feel a little bit sick when they do this. Okay, so if this is causing you to feel like, oh, you're not alone, bring the legs out. So remember, you need to be careful of pain. Please don't push through pain. Please don't push resistance. Do not force these shoulders. Do not force the knees. Okay, work within your comfortable limits. Wherever you are is good for you today, and it's probably somewhere where you've not been before. Right leg. It's going to feel really different on this side. Right leg crosses onto the left. So get yourself comfortable. So I've just kind of rolled onto that right hip there, and I've got my right heel underneath my left bum cheek. Remember, if the knees are causing a problem, you keep this leg straight out. Right foot is going to come over the left thigh. This might be where you're going to stay today. This might be it, and that's going to be amazing. We lengthen the spine and we lift the chest. Or, if you feel a little bit more open, this foot starts to walk back towards that right hip. You're on the outside edge of the foot. So I'm going to do this little, I can't get my knees any closer if I don't shift and move about here. So I'm going to lift my bum up. I'm going to squeeze those thighs closer together, really get a good cross. I'm going to heel out from underneath my bum and sit back down. Oh, that is too much on this side. So I'm just going to take my cushion underneath that right bum cheek, or level me up a little bit. That feels slightly better. So here is where I am. I am in discomfort, right? This does not feel good, but it is not painful, okay? So the discomfort is like, oh my God, I'm feeling this. So we can be here, we can be with discomfort. It's only a few seconds, 30, maybe a minute. Discomfort's fine. Ah, it's just something your body's not used to. But pain, you don't want to be in pain. Left arm is going to come up the back, and again these shoulders are going to be much different. Left arm is up the back. Remember, if you need your strap, you're going to take it in the right hand, drop it down the back, up, take hold of it with the left fingers, and you can walk, 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 walk those hands together until maybe your fingertips touch and you can take hold and clasp the fingertips. Yes, I'm still feeling it in my hips. They are screaming at me right now. I'm just going to breathe. Just gonna breathe and be there. Find my inner peace. Anyone finding their inner peace here? This is called cow pose, Gumakasana. And the knee area is meant to be the mouth of the cow, and your elbows here are meant to be its ears. Make of that what you will. If you want to take this a little bit further for this last breath, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, fold forward. You're trying to bring your chin in front of your knee, not your head to your knee. Yay. And last inhale, we're going to bring it up. Release those arms. Release those legs. Should we come down onto the back? Let's finish off down on the back, on the floor. And again, I'm going to keep this strap handy. Come all the way down. We did this yesterday for our hamstrings. Doing it again today, just to remind you. So, flat on the floor, make sure that spine is nice and long, toes are flexed. Inhale, lift that right leg up towards the sky. So, to take my strap, wrap it around the ball of the foot, so not the instep, the ball of the foot, and then I'm going to push into that heel and use that leg a little bit closer. So having straight leg here, we're not locking the knee joint, this is locked, this is soft. We're pushing through the heel, using your strap to pull those towards the face. So your straight leg might be here. Okay, so you can get hold of the strap here, so it's going to be a lot more comfortable for you than just trying to keep the leg there. You can walk, 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 walk. Then you're going to take your strap into your right hand. Into your right hand only. Reach up as high as you can. Shoulder lift, so make sure the neck is relaxed on the floor. Reach up, take high as you can. Keep your left hand down on your left hip. Now you want to keep this left hip anchored down into the floor as you start to let this right leg out to the side. Okay, out to the side. So you don't want to drop it down to reach the floor. We're going to keep it high, high, high. And it comes out to the side. Maybe it reaches the floor, maybe it doesn't. My foot's not on the floor, my leg's not on the floor, but I have rolled a bit to my right. It is really hard to keep this left hip down. So if we were in a class environment together, I'd be coming around and I would be kind of sitting on that left hip just to keep it down onto the floor. I'm not into torture, by the way, but it does help to have someone's assistance. Oh, okay, using that strap, bring it back to center. Release the strap, hug the knee into the thigh, into the chest. And that foot comes down to the floor. I'm going to quickly turn around because I haven't got space against the wall here to do the side. So, feet are flexed. Left leg lifts up. Strap. Hooking over the ball of the foot. So remember, it might be here. Walk, 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 walk. Walking those hands up as high up the strap. You want to keep the shoulders down, so don't walk them so far that your back of your head comes, your chin lifts, and keep the neck long. Just taking it in towards the chest, feeling that nice stretch in the hamstrings. They had some really big openers through the shoulders today with that binding and reaching back, and the standing posture we did. You might have really felt that in the hips. And that last posture, the Gumakasana, the cow face pose, hips and shoulders together. So we're going to take this strap in the left hand and we're going to take it out to the side. So we're going to bend this left elbow, trying to keep this leg as high, keep that right hip down on the floor. If you've got someone in the house with you, come and ask them to sit on the right hip, keep it down. Hey, come and sit on me. Feeling this nice stretch, the inside of the thigh. So just outward rotation of our hips just to counteract that inward rotation that we've just had in our cow face pose. Kind of feels nice, and using the strap is great. It just takes a bit of the pressure off trying to keep the leg up there. Belly in as we bring that leg back to center, hug the knee into the chest, bring the right knee in to join it, both knees in, lift the head, squeeze it in, make yourself into a little ball, and then rock side to side. And take those legs all the way down for your Shavasana. Palms up to the sky, backs of the hands to the floor, shoulder blades relax. Few breaths. Just allow your whole body to notice the places where maybe you've created a bit of space in your body. The places that we're really offering up some resistance today. And remember, your practice is going to feel different every single day. Your mind is different, your body is different. If you want to stay in your Shavasana for a bit longer, please feel free to stay here and just enjoy this softness, just allowing this body to find its way again to move into that space you've created. If you're going to come out of your Shavasana, you're going to bend the knees, gently roll over onto one side, push yourself up to seated. These classes are getting a bit longer, aren't they? They're getting longer and longer. Oh, I hope you enjoyed the practice today. Some postures we've not done before today. And yeah, if you're really tight in the shoulders or in the hips, you will have found that quite challenging. So don't feel like, oh, I can't do this. It's all a journey. Yeah, and this is your journey. So it's about enjoying the journey and just being present in there, not about reaching the end. A little bit like what we're doing right now, isn't it? Just trying to enjoy the journey, enjoy the present of the situation we're in, and not thinking about the end, when we're going to get out. Trying to enjoy every moment. Remember to take your gratitudes. First and foremost to yourself for being an amazing human being, for all that you are and all that you do. And gratitude to your yoga practice for giving you space in your mind, space in your body. And to think of someone or something in your life today that has made you laugh this week. A few blinks to open the eyes, lift the head, lift the chest. Big helicopter's just gone over. Bring the hands together. Thank you so much. What does Claire say? That was hard but fab. It was hard, Claire. Yeah, glad you enjoyed it though. Until tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you.